Alright, multi-battle setup in the Arcane Keep. Why, it's panic time on the free-to-play account, boys. And it might be for you as well. Plarium have gone ahead, and dude, things are just happening too fast, man. You might have noticed in game right now, we've got the Fusion warm-up event starting right now, which ends in about 3.5 days, which means that the next Fusion event inside of Raid Shadow Legends, after Crocad the Hound, starts in just 3 days, bro. That's bloody mental. That feels quick. Right? Is it just me, or does that feel extremely quick? We've got to go ahead and do the math and just figure out, are Plarium just speeding up fusions to happen like once every 3 weeks? Is that just like a thing that's happening inside of Raid now? What do you guys think about that if it does prove to be the case? We're going to talk about what this means for the cadence of shard pulling events and what kind of shards you're going to be needing to pull during the upcoming fusion and what kind of bait shard pulling events to expect in the coming days, because my god, they are on their way. And if fusions are speeding up like crazy, which to me they appear to be, dude, it's going to be so much harder to save up shards in time, man, before fusions. We're going to be talking about all of that and more, and what kind of resources you want to save up in the coming days if you plan on doing the upcoming fusion. Before we get to all of that, man, if you're going to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, man, then create that new account the right way with all of the free stuff that you see on screen right now. And all you're going to do, man, is hop onto your laptop or PC and click on the link down below this video at the top of the description box, man, and use that link to create your new Raid account, man. As soon as you're done with the tutorial on that new account, Basilius Varanus, free legendary starter champion, will show up in your account's inbox, as well as a whole bunch of free epic champions as you level up your account, man. Best beginner promo link going. And let's talk about this, man, because this is crazy. Oh, man, let's crunch some dates, shall we? These are all of the fusions that have happened this year, okay? Why am I pulling up all of this boring information? Because, well, it is time to judge, are fusions actually speeding up over the year of 2025, right? How much time exactly passed between the end of the Mad Hatter fusion, which ended on the 23rd of January, and the start of the Esme the Dancer fusion, right? Between these two champs. Right here. How much time off did we actually get? Well, you know what? 18 days. It's not that bad, man. That's like a pretty damn long break in between, like from like the end of one fusion to the start of the other. That's plenty of time to recover your resources. So we do the same thing again. What about the next fusion, right? We got the end of the Esme the Dancer fusion right here on the 24th, and then the next fusion for Fabian starting on the 10th. Well, that break was a 14-day break, okay? Which you'll find, if I could just go through all these real quick, is about the average, from what I can tell, right? We had a 13-day break between Fabian and Lysanthiya, and then between Lysanthiya and Ishiyama, it was another 13-day break. We then had a big old 17-day break between Ishiyama and Thorlin, and so you can see, you know, things sort of average out to around a 2-week break, sort of on average, maybe 14 or 15 days on average, between the end of one fusion and the start of the next. And then we've got the recent handful of fusions. Between Titus and Crocad, it's a 12-day break, man. That was already pretty quick, you know. And now what's really crazy is between Crocad and whatever this fusion here is about to be, we don't know what it is yet, but we do know that it's going to start in roughly 3 days' time. 10 days. A 10-day stinking break between Crocad and whatever is, you know, in the pipeline. And so if you got the sense that things have been moving along very quickly in Raid lately in terms of fusions, you wouldn't be wrong. You're not just imagining it. These things are speeding up like crazy. What does that mean? It means you got way less time than you normally would to restock on things like Ancient Shards or on, God forbid, Sacred Shards, which are very bloody hard to get your hands on in just the next few days. I was planning on doing this next fusion on my free-to-play account. This is the free-to-play account that you're looking at right now, by the way. I think I've got about enough Ancients to be ready for the Champ Chase. I'll get to what shard pulling events to expect in the next coming weeks in just a second as well. The Sacred Shards, though, I want to be going into fusions with like 5 or 6 Sacreds at least. Now, it just happens that I've got a lot of Mystery Shards, and I can pull 500 Mystery Shards instead of a Sacred Shard. During a summon rush to get the same amount of points, right? You can always switch in 500 mystery shards as like a backup pull to stand in for a sacred shard to get you through a summon rush during a fusion. So that's good. I'm ready. You know, I'm probably going to be fine. I'm also getting to a point in my free to play where I'm very close to getting my next monthly sacred shard as well. So I'm going to be fine. I think I'll be able to do the fusion. Ancient shards, well, I wish I had a little bit more, but, you know, is what it is. And so, behold, another little document that I prepared here for you guys. Today is, of course, the 18th, as we can circle right here. The 18th of August is today, and the fusion is due to start on the 21st, potentially the 22nd, unless I'm like miscalculating. I think it's probably going to start on the 21st. With whatever that new fusion champion is going to be. What's crazy as hell about this is that we got to expect a mega bait event for Sacred Shards on the 22nd, where there's going to be a 2x event on Sacred Shards. Feels to me to be very, very unlikely that this is going to overlap with a Fusion Summon Rush event. They'll probably wait a few days and start the Fusion Summon Rush event once the 2x event is ended, and there'll probably be like a Fusion Summon Rush event between the 25th and the 26th. So you might have about 7 days from today to save up the Sacred Shards that you need and get like 5 or 6 Sacred Shards put together to pull those during the Summon Rush and get through that event nice and smoothly, hopefully. And then panning on over to September and just changing color real quick to a happy little blue, the Ancient Shard 2x event, we're probably looking at landing on the 4th of September, and that's probably going to be the Champion Chase tournament with the 2x and Ancient Shards during the fusion, which basically gives you about 2.5 weeks from today to save up as many bloody Ancient Shards as you can for a just big old sweaty shard pulling session on the 4th of September. Now, all of these are just predictive, of course. I'm basing all of this information, I don't have any insider knowledge or whatever. I'm just basing all of this information on past shard pulling patterns and stuff like that. Hopefully no more curveballs show up. But these are all things just to prepare for an upcoming fusion event that feels like it's arriving very, very quickly. Remember, it was only a 12-day break between this fusion, like the last fusion and the Crocad fusion. And now it's only a 10-day break for this one as well. So the cadence is speeding up like crazy. I'm hoping that it's just a blip and that we might have like a 17 or an 18-day break or something after this fusion to really recoup and recover. We'll see if that happens. Another thing that you want to worry about as well is something that I've just recently sorted out on my free-to-play account, so I'm ready with this. But you want to make sure that you've got about, I think it's about 24 of each of the different colors of superior potions, right? So all of these big old potions right here, the superior void potions, superior force potions, so on and so forth, have 24 of each of these ready to rock and roll. Another thing that you got to worry about, and I think it's like 30 or something superior arcane potions. Another thing to worry about is that this is not going to be a fragment summon fusion that we have coming on up, right? The upcoming fusion, I think it's going to be a complete fusion, meaning that you are farming up a crap load of rare champions and fusing those into epic champions, and then you're fusing those epic champions into the legendary for the fusion itself, right? That's the situation we're looking at here. You're going to need those potions ready to rock and roll, and so over the next 4 days, I'd recommend just getting that done, paying very, very close attention to the potion keeps when they pop on up and making sure that you've got all of your potions ready to go. Another thing that you can be doing as well, as something I've been doing somewhat recently, is any kind of champ training thing that pops up. Honestly, even if a champ training event doesn't pop up, just consider getting a bunch of level 30 food champions leveled up to 30 and ready to go. It's going to make getting through the champion training events for the upcoming fusion a lot easier as well. Just so that they're ready to rank up and throw some brews into once they are 4 stars. So you can just earn some easy points during champ training is what I'm saying. So anyways, there you go, guys. I just thought I'd make this quick video just to shout out the stuff that you're going to need to gather for the fusion, and just to pitch this to you guys. Do you guys think this is crazy as hell? Am I overreacting a little bit? Am I worrying myself a little bit too prematurely here? I'll probably launch a poll on the channel, to be honest, as soon as the next fusion champion is released and unveiled, just asking how many of you guys are going for it. A big reason that I think that the next fusion champion, by the way, is going to be a bloody good one is because a lot of people skipped completely on the Crocad fusion. And I can tell you that I was one of those people on my free-to-play account, right? There was no way I was going to go anywhere near this fusion because I didn't have Packmaster. And I also had a pretty good sense that even if I did complete the Crocad fusion and get my hands on Crocad the Throat Ripper, yeah, there was going to be a guaranteed event to get your hands on Packmaster Shayak, but let's be real, I was never going to be able to afford that either on the free-to-play account. You know what I'm saying? I was already going to be drained of resources, and lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. And so I was very, very glad to skip this, skip this whole sequence of events with the dog and with the Packmaster. I think a lot of people were. I think a lot of people were in the same boat. Based on the poll that we did here on the channel, over 2/3 of you guys automatically skipped on Crocad the Throat Ripper this month because you didn't have Packmaster and you had a similar sense that you weren't going to be able to get your hands on Packmaster and Crocad in the same sequence of events, And so a lot of people skipped For that reason, I think that Plarium are going to go absolutely in with this fusion and make it a game changer. That's just my hunch that I got. And it's probably going to be a bunch of bad fusions before the Christmas fusion, and then they'll pull out all the stops again, you know? That's my prediction right there, man. Let me know what you guys think down below, man. Thanks for stopping by. If you're looking to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, man, then get that done right now by using the beginner promo link down below at the top of the video description box, man. Use that link to create a new Raid account for all of the free stuff that you see on screen right now. Very, very curious to see your guys' comments and thoughts in this one, and I'm going to catch all of you all just a tad bit later, man.